I saw Violent Night this weekend. Really good. Really had a good time.
Well, now hold on a minute. You saw
Yeah.
Violet Night.
Yeah.
Over to you. Give me your review of it.
Violent Night. I did a small review, but I thought what I was first of all, I liked it a lot. What I
Hmm.
thought was it was going to be was a dark comedy,
Hmm.
with violence. But what it was a cheesy Hallmark Christmas movie with
You're
violence.
joking me. Really? A
So
hallmark? Oh.
no, 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 no. But I say that in a good
That's
way.
not
Like
that's not a selling point, Paulie. You
no,
want
no,
to clarify.
but that's what it is. What I'm saying is that it's not dark and twisted like it's not a thing where everyone hates Christmas. That's
Hmm.
a cool thing is that there's that it's about, Santa Claus and these people believing in Christmas, and then you have John
Right.
Leguizamo coming to steal their spoilers, coming to steal the money. Um, Great cast.
Right.
Like I said, Johnny Legs is the main bad guy. I love when Johnny Legs plays a dickhead because he does it really good, and it's very violent, very gory. Um, David Harbour as Santa Claus is
Hmm.
perfect. Is
Was
perfect.
he good, is he?
Perfect. And there's enough origin story where you can totally see a part two with him, more origin, and Mrs. Claus. Because you don't see,
Hmm.
you just only they only talk about Mrs. Santa Claus in the first one.
Oh, okay.
But they show very briefly his Viking origin, which I thought was awesome.
Do
Awesome, man.
they?
Yeah, dude.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because he was a warrior and he had a hammer. God, what was the hammer's name? Anyways, it was epic. It was really, and it's very brief. And
Hmm.
he doesn't know how he got how the Christmas magic works. He just believes in it, which I think is really cool as well.
That's a
Um,
cool.
it's a cool
That's
setup,
interesting. Yeah.
and he is upset at the world that people don't believe, but
Hmm.
this girl, the little girl in the film, kind of like gives him purpose. It's fantastic, fantastic. And
Okay.
then what's her name? Beverly D'Angelo plays the
Right.
matriarch of this very wealthy family, and she is she is top notch. So with that too, there's homages to Die Hard, Home Alone, Christmas Vacation,
Hmm.
Christmas Story. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it.
Well, Nicky's chimed in here and says Leguizamo was awful. He's fallen far from the tree lately. Well, it's because he's busy on Twitter complaining about representation all the time. That's why. But what did you think about him? Was he
I mean,
awful?
no, I mean, I thought he was, his role was perfect for Johnny Legs, and then there's a little bit of story as to how he got to who he was, where he talks about being a
Mm,
little boy in Christmas. That was
right.
fantastic. I think nowadays especially when they have when they're very loud vocally with the activism, we kind of tune them out. But I think he did a fine job. I think he did a fine. He was a great villain. He was a piece of
Really?
shit.
Because Nicky hates says, but the jokes were barely funny, and Leguizamo was the worst. So
Okay,
you
well,
you
listen, that's
you completely disagree.
I gotta disagree, Nicky. I enjoyed myself.
It's
You
a back
know,
and forth.
yeah,
Nicky says David Harbour is the only good thing. More of a superhero here than in Black Widow. Is that right? Do you think?
oh yeah. Well, I mean, David Harbour's this is his movie, along with the little girl. Fight me, Polly. Meow. Come on, let's go. Um, but yeah, couple of good twists, couple of good turns. People
Would
hate
you
Leguizamo.
recommend someone spend money on it? That's the real decider.
Yes. Yeah. Well, you
Really?
know what?
Wow.
Actually,
Ooh.
okay. Okay. If you guys like that type of odd violence and Christmas, with a little dark twist, go see in the theater.
Mm.
If there is some good cinematic.
Is it
It's filmed
proper
very
hard
well.
R or not?
It's an R. Oh yeah.
Like a proper hard R.
Yes. Oh yeah. Language
Okay.
and blood and all, and
Did you see
uh,
Mrs. Claus titties?
you don't see Mrs. Claus. There's no sex. There's no sex in it. No, it's language and
Disappointing.
situations, violent deaths, nasty deaths, which I think is fun.
No, I just want to see all the blood. All right, cool. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. Good to
What I
get
was
your
gonna
review.
say, if you can watch it on watch now, someone's saying Leguizamo was okay. Come on, he was good in it. He's just a dick in person. Oh my god.
Nicky says, I would say, yeah, go for fun and for the holidays, just go with a good group. Okay. All right. Interesting.
Or if you want to stay home,
Interesting.
I'm sure it's gonna be streaming soon. So yeah, I mean, Violent Night, it's out. It made
Hmm.
some money. That's the thing. That's the thing. Is that I think its budget was relatively low. That's how you're gonna make money. You got to give these films
Yeah.
smaller budgets, guys. I mean, even the film Devotion was a
Hmm.
bomb, and it was made for 90 million. I don't even think it's made 30 or 40 million, and that's a great film. That is a great film, man. I
Hmm.
d- and I was like, wow, it had a $90 million budget. It had to go to all the aerial stuff because the real effects, the real flying time in the crap Warcrafts, and then in and then the CGI to it was top notch.
Hmm.